Welcome to Sunshine Haze. As I said, this video is for Aries sun, moon, or rising. So if you feel like whatever I'm saying in the video doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon or rising sign. I have a link down in the description box to the playlist with all of the tarot forecasts for this Aquarian lunar cycle. Okay, guys? Before I get started, thank you all for all the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing the videos. Thanks for liking the videos. And for those of you that have actually been booking readings with me, thank you. Y'all like that eclipse sale, so I'm going to go on and bring that back because we have this partial solar eclipse in Aquarius going on for a few days. Not the eclipse, I'm going to have the sale going on for a few days. $10, 15-minute eclipse reading. If you're interested, go on and send an email to sunshinehaze1129@gmail.com. I also offer regular readings as well. Yeah, guys, so we have a new lunar cycle in Aquarius starting right now, so I'm gonna do a quick little spread for you and take a look at what this new moon in Aquarius is gonna bring about for you. Okay, I'm gonna do a very quick, well, I don't know if it's gonna be very quick. Let's see what the cards have in store for you, but I'm gonna do a little spread for you. 5-card spread. Gonna be looking at the energy that's gonna be coming in with this new moon in Aquarius for you. Going to be looking at anything that could be crossing you or challenging you, or anything you could be worrying about during these next couple of weeks, next few weeks. Also going to be looking at what's coming in during this new moon for you. And then because Aquarius is the sign that deals with the community, the collective, we're also going to be taking a look at where you stand or what you should be doing or how you could interact more, or just you in relation to the collective, the community, the whole. And then, as I always do, I'm going to do a little soul message card for you, Aries, okay? I'm going to finish shuffling for you. Some insight into this Aquarian lunar cycle has in store for Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. What's that? You've got the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. It shows me that you still feel, I think you guys had that 8 of Swords. Ooh, yep. You still feel a little trapped, but you might be starting to come into the courage or come into a spot where you may feel strong enough to make whatever move it is that we were talking about in them Valentine spreads and y'all's new moon in Capricorn too. All right, let's go on and finish shuffling for you, Aries. All right. All right, what's poppin', Aries? Let's see. I'm thinking about y'all's other spreads that I've done so far, and this is just funny to me because it's something that's going on and you guys are alluding to being completely clueless, but you know exactly what's going on. That's what I'm gonna say for that. But I'm gonna keep pulling your cards, Aries. I'm gonna keep pulling them. Yep. Y'all had the Tower on one of them spreads, and this is like a little baby Tower card. Justice. Ooh. Whoo. All right, Aries. I remember y'all's spreads very vividly, so let me kick it to you. Where are you at during this lunar cycle in Aquarius? High Priestess. The spreads I did for you guys prior to this one today, there's something going on with Aries sun, moon, or rising. So if those spreads resonated with you, and you are in Aries, sun, moon, or rising, and those videos that you watched, they really touched you, pay very close attention to this video, okay? You guys are in the position of the high priestess during this lunar cycle in Aquarius, which means whatever was going on, whatever's shaking up your foundations, whatever you're trying to figure out, those, because you guys did have, I'm pretty sure you did have the, what was that, the Eight of Swords? Yeah, the Eight of Swords and a couple of those spreads, I think for Valentine's Day. So whatever has you feeling like whatever move I make is going to just be chaos, or whatever has you wondering what's going on, you're actually at a point now coming through that Capricorn moon phase. You are actually coming to a point now where you're going to figure it all out if you don't already know. And now that could have to do with love. That could have to do with your job. That could have to do with your foundations. So, you know, as far as love goes, just keep it real with you. It's probably something that has to do with another person. And you guys are very, very hip to it. As far as your job goes, there may be something going on that you haven't been able to figure out. As to why things are not working out the way that you want them to work out, and it may have something to do with a person. And during this lunar cycle, you're actually going to figure out exactly what it is, Aries, if it does have to do with your job, okay? Now, the second card that we have crossing you is the Empress, and this card is in the position of what's your challenge during this time. This card for me carries the energy that comes up for this card whenever I pull it, and usually it always points to this, is the energy of self-love. It has to do with loving yourself, being content in who you are, and also healing and taking care of yourself and your spirit and, you know, your heart and your body, all of that. The Empress, a very gentle feminine energy. What's crossing you, this high priestess, you're actually, so what's funny about these two cards is they're right next to each other. And some tarot readers look at them as two completely different energies, and they are. Look at them as two completely different ideas. However, the way that I read, the high priestess is the psychic, is the intuitive. The high priestess is knows everything. The Empress is like a little, as I call this card, the baby tower card. The Empress is like a baby priestess, almost to the point where, like, you know, has a very, very strong sense of what's going on, what needs to be done. However, is more so focused on healing the self and making sure the self is good, as opposed to the whole and knowing everything that's going on. So there's a little bit of a connect here. I hope you guys got that. I don't know if I explained that the way that it makes sense to me. But this high priestess, whatever you figured out, what's crossing you is what you think is going to happen for you. Whatever situation you're dealing with right now, you're actually kind of comfortable in it, and you don't see how you could be as comfortable in any other situation, if that makes sense. So I'm going to move on to the next card. I'm going to let that sit with y'all for a second while I look and see what the next card is supposed to be. Okay, what's coming in? What's this new moon in Aquarius bringing in for you? Okay, so even though, you know, so the last spread that I did for you guys are coming off, or we're dealing with a bunch of bullshit. So it almost looks like this new moon in Aquarius is actually going to bring an end to that cycle. Ten of Pentacles. So this is a spiritually abundant card. And this is also just a, you know, it could be a physically, excuse me, a physically abundant card. But this card actually points to wisdom. This is a wisdom card for me. So, excuse me, where's my tea? Excuse me. Thinking about your other spreads in Aries, I actually may link your spreads in the description box down below. I do have links to the videos that I talked about in the beginning, but I may actually link y'all down below because I think you should watch them if you haven't watched them already. This is a wisdom card, a spiritually abundant card, also, you know, financial, physical abundance. But you've got 3 high spirit cards, knowing cards. So you got the high priestess. What's crossing you is really like yourself, your love for yourself, or your love for what you have for yourself currently. And then you've got this card of wisdom. So what's coming in for you, coupling with the High Priestess is, I'm going to say you guys actually may not know what's going on just yet. Figuring everything out. You're going to get the wisdom that you need to see the situation for everything that it is, and you're also going to gain the wisdom that you need to make the next move. Whether that be leave the situation, leave it alone, or fix the situation, whatever it may be. Try something different. What to do with the collective? Ooh. So when I first saw this card, I keep forgetting that this card is in the position of the collective position. I was thinking that this meant a sudden change in that had to do with all this stuff here, but this, and I still think it does. This is a card that points to, you know, some sort of sudden change. Something's coming in for you. Things are about to, you know, go a little, not necessarily haywire, but things are about to get a little different. Maybe possibly get a little wild. This is also a clarity card too. So Aries, Aries. Yeah, whatever the situation is that I was talking about in them videos is coming out for you in this this solar eclipse, this new moon in Aquarius. The first couple of weeks or maybe the first few days, this might still be a little hazy because it's a new moon. It does a lot with energy. You get a little bit of anxiety of not knowing what's going on. But whatever you've been trying to figure out or whatever you've been thinking about, the clarity on that situation is coming. Now, moving forward to where this card actually came up, it has to do with the collective. So what I'm going to say, Aries, is that you might be in a position, in a job, in an organization where you may be happy, you may like what you're doing, but you may not necessarily be doing what you were put here to do. And with this card, this is kind of inevitable, so you may receive some sort of message or some sort of sign that points to, you know, it's actually time to do something different coming through for you during this new moon in Aquarius, okay? And then the last card that we have here for you guys, ooh, that's interesting. So this is your soul message card. This is your higher self, message for your higher self, soul message, you know, just a little bit of extra advice. This is the Justice card. For you guys, I don't know that this necessarily means karma. I think this Justice card is more so coming out regarding your situation that you're trying to figure out. So this card is actually pointing to you really, really, really need to sit and think about whatever move, the next move that you're going to make after you get all this clarity with that 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and that 8 of Wands. After you get that, and another 8. I don't know, guys. 8 is a very divine number. Yeah, you guys really need to sit and think about the situation that you're going to get that clarity on, only because in this particular situation, I know I always talk about we have free will, and we do have free will, but if you believe in stuff like that, you also believe that you typically have a path mapped out for you. Now, how you get there depends on you, and if you get there depends on you. This Justice card coming up is telling me that the decision you make regarding this situation, there is actually a good one and there is a bad one, and the good one will take you where you need to be, and the bad one is going to cause you a lot of chaos. So whatever situation you're in, whether it be your job, whether it be your relationship, you really, 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 I think you had some sort of, like, maybe it was the Queen of Swords. No, I think I remember it was the daughter, the Page of Swords. I think that was in one of your spreads. You guys really need to step back, be honest with yourself about the situation. And with that being said, Aries, when I say be honest with yourself about yourself in regards to the situation and how you are in regards to other people in the situation, and then make your move, because there is a decision to be made, and it's actually a very important one. All right, Aries. Your readings are starting to get a little less heavy. I'm glad the year is starting to progress for you, because I was reading for y'all like, oh, shit, this is intense. But it's looking like things are actually starting to change for you, starting to come into a little bit more of a positive light. So I hope that this spread did resonate with you and could help you out a little bit. If you feel like you need a little more insight, definitely send me an email and we can book a personal reading for you, sunshinehaze1129@gmail.com. And then, yeah, if you like the video, go on and hit the like button. Share it if you really feel moved to do so. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so you can keep up with these tarot videos. And as I mentioned before, I am doing the $10 eclipse sale for the next few days. The exact dates are down there in the description box. So if you guys are interested in getting one of those, just definitely send me an email. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.